them think that is not what my story about. This are for those who persevere and who see through the tears. And in the grand scheme of everything, them still the year. And although we no millionaire, feel like a millionaire, we still a celebrate. To put me hand in the air and say I am a success story.
Hey guys, so this is Janelle Benton, the president of Utah Chat, and today with me is Kylan Thomas.
Hey, hey, hey. That's me. Bless you.
We will be speaking on mental health, which is a very important topic. It is very important to especially children and adolescents because I don't know if you guys been keeping up with the news where two children or two adolescents rather would have committed suicide a week apart. Now this is very concerning, and even the midday news brought it up. They said that the the suicide line has been flooded with calls from adolescents, which is very concerning. And I think that this is a topic that needs to be talked about some more. So this podcast is all about mental health, and we'll be zooming in on suicide. So let me throw to Kylan. In your own words, define mental health.
Let's see if that me actually agree. Agree good. Um, mental health, in my own words, is one who mental health. Oh, not health stability. Mental health. Mental health is the state of mind of one person within a moment or a season. Yeah,
Mhm.
or how well somebody is doing within their mind or emotionally.
Yes.
Yes.
And we both know that there are a lot of factors that promote mental health. So, like in children, it would be, for example, child abuse at home. And there are different type of child abuse. It could have been sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and what other abuse is there that could promote mental health?
As in bad mental health,
Bad
yes.
mental health, yes, bad mental health.
Okay, so we have verbal abuse, you have neglect
Mm-hmm.
as well, exploitation, trafficking, all them something there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think we said everything a while ago still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of parents nowadays, they don't understand the slightest. The parent might say something and they brush it off as, oh, it's not a bigger deal. So why the child feel away, or why the child are vex up himself. But then again, they don't understand that their words have power.
Number one, we live in a culture, Jamaica, that is really verbal abuse isn't real because it's already culture. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody has just saying adapt to it.
Yeah.
So when you hear a mother or a father saying something absolutely hard and horrible to a child,
Mm-hmm.
and you should, let's say you have report it or say it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, me grow so. And I saw Jamaican town and left the woman with her pity them.
Yeah.
Not knowing that words really do. Really and truly, me prefer you thump me in my mouth, you know. I would rather you thump me in my mouth because the words have this lasting effect that sometimes just cannot be explained. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Words really are lasting. So is this promotion for you to thump me in my mouth? Absolutely not. But is this to show the importance of, or rather the great effects of verbal abuse, or just what Jamaican culture might call simplistic or okay? Yes, I'm promoting that it's not okay. Tell your mother that, and your father, and your auntie, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, sister, dog. Uh,
Very well said.
mm,
It's not only at home as well. It can happen at school. Children being bullying others. We are against bullying, by the way. Bullying, no, no. And when a other child bullies your child, and then you come home, the child come home, and then the parents are depend them kids. I don't think parents understand that you children in general go through so much at school, like after a full day at school and you come home and you're tired, and your mother would have said, "Every what you tired of do?" Like that's I think that's a universal question where parents ask your pitney when them come home from school, "What you tired of do?" Like, were you ever asked that as a child, Kylan?
I get that. I get asked that now
No.
at 21 years old. Of
Yes.
course, I was asked as a child. Um, the great myth: when you're a child, you're not supposed to get tired, right?
Mhm.
Or you're supposed to have this everlasting energy and always be on your toe point, and I don't believe that. Way tired, I do run up and down. Food, writing a book all day, listening, and it's a lot. Children tired, and sometimes it's not
Exactly.
mainly because even though when you are not physically tired, if you're mentally tired, you're tired,
Yes.
and
That's
kids
true.
get mentally tired too as well. They
Mhm.
don't want to go and listen to no class. They can be tired. So in effect, and it kind of does lead up to adulthood as well.
Mhm.
Because we truly were trying to touch on general mental health. It leads up to that in adulthood as well. Because from your born, all that you would have experienced would have, can rather, be ignored. Like you're not supposed to have any struggles, and you're supposed to, have that. And it's like all of your struggles and things that you have are experienced and are ignored. So when
Mhm.
you reach the adulthood, you have absolutely no knowledge. You're completely ignorant of how to actually handle your emotions.
Yes. And especially in adolescence when they hit like 13, that's the stage where a lot of parents fall out with their children or the
And if
children
it
grow up
them
with
broke
them.
out like virus and skin and hack me, I'm tell you, let me encourage you to do it. Don't broke out. Thank you.
Yes, the adolescence really the stage between childhood and adulthood, right?
Mm.
And so we would have learned in class that adolescence, that's the stage where your brain is becoming more developed. Because your brain has stopped developing until there is 25, really, according to one perspective. But my point is that adolescents go through a lot mentally, their body is changing, and so that's when they really start to develop self-esteem issues as well. Because you see, all right, a girl sees somebody wear shape good or look pretty and make them say to themselves, oh, why me can't look so? They fall into depression. That's not really how
I
depression goes.
keep on
Yes.
falling. Sorry, a little out of the line, but when I
Yes.
fall depressed.
So basically there are many factors that promote mental health. And so, what do you think are some of the, what would I say, some of the signs of mental health in children and
Bad mental
adolescents?
health. I always find isolation to be one of the great ones.
Mm-hmm.
Bullying as well.
Yes.
Uh, well, after be going through all of this, I'm trying to remember my own cases.
Mm-hmm.
Children who don't know how to communicate well, especially those who are verbally incapable to speak well to their peers. It really shows, and as we know, children live what they learn. Hear that
Mm-hmm.
on radio.
Yeah.
So when they're that young and you see certain actions, it is
Mm-hmm.
what is being absorbed by their environment. This is a sign that things now really go so well at home.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's not per se always. Sometimes the parents them just really don't know how to do better, and that's
Yes.
one of the things that's really hard to accept going into adulthood as well.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents really sometimes they've done all they can and they've done all they will and done all they can dispense to you. That doesn't tell that they're good, but them birth you, they've done all they can.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Just trying to what basis. But children who bully, children who cannot verbally do well or speak well to their peers, children who isolate, children who bite, thump, all those. It's really just a.
it's their way of basically get letting out the frustration that
Yeah.
they're feeling, because at home they may not have somebody to talk to, because if them go to them parents and say, hey, this is bothering me, them parents basically brush them off, or it's a case where the parents don't have time to spend with them to say, how was your day today, how was school? And I think now we're in a society where the tablet and the phones are our biggest idols, I would say, idols.
King
And
Jesus.
so you're having dinner, the child is on the tablet, you're on your phone. Sometimes mommy or daddy is even in a meeting at during dinner time, and so there's no really communication there to like bond with the child, so that when the child get older into adolescent stage, they can come to you easily and say, hey, this is bothering me. They're not going to feel compelled to come to you and say, hey, this is bothering me, or this is going on and I don't know what to do. Like to come to you for reassurance and guidance. And I really do think that parents play a huge role. Society in general plays a huge role. So what do you have to say about society promoting negative mental health?
Jamaica is one of the worst cultural places, because I really believe that they're one of the worst because they defend such great foolishness many times.
I agree.
Isolation is good
Mm-hmm.
because if they're alone, I rather depend on the side and if people them alone, because everybody else is horrible and everybody in the world hates you. You're not supposed to have any friends because friends are going to neglect you and they are horrible and they're going to tell people your business. Also, you should defend yourself at all times because guess what? You can't trust nobody, so make sure
Mm-hmm.
you have a gun, and, and
Yeah.
them things. There. Also, it's good to cuss everybody. Your parents are supposed to cuss you out and beat you till you're a pulp because parents run them yard. I know, picking enough run them. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
I'm picking you
What?
for listen to me
Me
because
are
I'm
the
me
one
birth
done in a
you.
this.
Yeah.
So, and these are so Jamaica.
The culture in Jamaica is very,
It disappoint me every day.
yeah.
And many of the things that are being promoted by them are things that they personally hated when they were younger. This is a culture that is being continued. So let me just speak of the generation that was before us. This is something that they hate, or they had hated or did not enjoy when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
But their excuse is no, it grew me and me survive. So
So me I go
you must go through it as
exactly.
well and be okay, rather than picking the better method of growing children and even creating healthy adults. And I don't believe this generation is creating healthy adults. Big up my parents right now who have created a healthy
Mm-hmm.
adult.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that they did per se everything right.
And what I think also, parents have this thing where they don't, if somebody outside try to say, hey, you should do this, they must say, oh, my pitney, you can't tell me what to do.
Also, culturally, the village no longer matters. The
Facts.
village has been burnt down and the
Mm-hmm.
people are dead. The
Precisely.
village is dead. And
Yes.
that's really what's bad because parents no longer want a village. The auntie no fit talk to the pitney.
And if the grandmother look on the pitney too
The
hard, them
grandmother
say,
no fit talk. I'm not saying this is a general case because I know places where within family,
mm-hmm.
blood family alone can talk to the pitney, but the teacher no fit correct them.
Yeah.
The teacher no fit talk to them too hard. The teacher no fit the lady at the church no fit talk to her pitney. So and this your pitney did wrong. So where must they learn? Within the spaces that they are. And it's another cultural thing as well. Must it stop? Yes, yes it must. So I think society is, I think we are more educated. I don't feel that we are being more hands-on.
Mm-hmm. And let's talk about mental health in males. That is something that is not spoken about a lot. Males in general is like, I know a lot of persons can relate, especially the males. When you're growing up, there are certain things that you are limited to doing. Or if you fall, them say, where you ball for? Yeah, man, toughen up, right? And they're not. they're not understanding, or parents are not realizing that whether it's a boy or a girl, it's still a child. They have feelings. And when you nurture them to become, for toughen up when, and
Toughen up.
shut down, yes, toughen up, quote unquote, and don't tell people your business, if you just keep it in, keep it to yourself. And I think that's why a lot of males nowadays have problem in
We
relationships.
don't have a lot of males, number one. Um, well, males that are actually supposed to be males, they are pent up, angry. The responsibility of a male is to protect, love,
Hmm.
care for, provide. And if you think differently, all right.
Everybody has
Right.
opinions, yes.
But that's I strongly believe in that. However, we have created males who are abusers. We have created males that don't know how to care for,
and
men
lack
that don't know how to provide,
and lack emotional intelligence.
lack emotional intelligence in completion. They don't know how to regulate their emotions. They want beat and teach.
Because
Thank you, Mavado.
that's how they were taught
No, that's how they
or
express. Because
grew up.
really and truly, I don't think every man was taught to beat.
Yeah,
But
no.
without good emotional regulation or control,
Mhm.
where do you think it's going to go? You understand? It usually comes out in anger.
Mhm.
Um, well, within this diaspora that we are speaking of. So I believe that there's so many factors that are really seated in the hearts and mind of youth that are building bad mental health.
Mhm.
And I feel that there's so much more, not just as, you know, childcare practitioners, but just as a society that we can do practically
Mhm.
that could help us really and truly change what we are experiencing now as youths.
Yes. And let's zoom in some more on suicide, because we've been speaking about mental health all this time. What do you think about the suicide rate in Jamaica?
In Jamaica is a
Mhm.
little because it's raising now. I think we've
Yes.
had a heightened suicide rate in Jamaica for
Mhm.
this year.
Especially, yes, this year top the charts.
But top the charts,
Mhm.
hey. Oh, I've really at core tried to stay away from this topic as it pertains to knowing the information.
Mhm.
As it's really a heart wrenching thing for me.
It
Although
is.
it's something that I should know within my career
Mhm.
and study, it really has been, especially since the young lady passed away. It really has been heart wrenching to me the level of numbness that we can display as a society. That young lady let out videos after videos and videos upon videos,
Crying out
screaming,
for help.
crying, bawling, rolling, gym flicking, gymnasticking for help. And no, I'm not sure the level of help that was offered to her, but I can tell you that it was not enough.
Mhm.
You understand? I believe mental health at core for me personally, since I'm on the podcast and can't chat my mouth, it really weighs on Jesus Christ. However, that is not everybody believe, but it is the truth anyway.
Mhm.
But we must have some level of practicality. You understand? There was a post on Instagram that said in the comments of her video said we're buying the spirit of suicide and we're not doing anything. We just want to pray. You understand? And we're not doing anything to help nobody. Everybody
Yeah.
problem after them problem. And a lot of Christians, all they do is pray. You
But they
understand?
don't want to reach out to
They
one
don't want to
another
reach out.
and
They don't
say,
want to
"Are
call
you
somebody.
okay?" Mhm.
How are you doing?
And that's all it takes, a little phone call to check on your friends or your family members and say, "I haven't heard from you in a while."
God, them yard.
That means a lot, especially if you know your friend is going through something at the present time. You just say, "Oh, I'm here with you, praying for you." That can't really do nothing. You have to be there with them.
I saw one of her friends post within her inbox
Mhm.
that they were texting and she said that she was okay. And his caption was that you said you were okay. So did he watch the videos of her YouTube channel?
I don't think
Do
so.
we support number one, do we support our friends' endeavors? Because if that was a friend and he was watching the amount of videos that she was putting out,
He would have reached
he
out
would have
already.
never taken that okay to be okay.
Mhm.
I'm not blaming. I just think that we need to be more
Aware.
aware, hands-on, proactive is the word, intentional with the help that we give,
Mm-hmm.
because I know that that beautiful young lady never had to lose her life at her own hand, because she held on for a very long time. And that is why within a culture that says that we can do it alone and we must live friend, we cannot survive, because at the end of the day, she died because she
Mm-hmm.
felt alone and that this world was wicked.
Yeah. It's very a touchy topic, very sensitive, and I know that it's really out there. You're seeing it on the news, you're seeing it everywhere. No is when people want to bring it up. When this should have been brought up from a long time ago. And how you interact with others. When you have friends in your corner or somebody can reach out to, that means a lot to someone. Like it could be a case where a friend of yours is going through something they don't necessarily want to talk about it, but just talking with you for that day lightens their mood, and you leave and say, oh, you look a little lighter now, but you don't know the situation, right? So it's all about having people in your corner, although it's kind of hard right now to decipher who your real friends are based on
Pray.
how.
Sorry, I'm always gonna talk about Jesus
Yes.
with mental health. That's
Yes.
just my standpoint. That's pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, be wise. Look at those who actually have sense, and not just those who play into your pleasures and
Mm-hmm.
desires. Because promise you, pleasures and desires cannot take you out of bad mental health.
But a point to add though is not everybody going to talk out and say they're going through something.
Oh, that's true. This suicide is an entire
Yes.
podcast.
And I think suicide really is the thought that comes to you, the thoughts or the voices that you hear telling you that you're worthless or you're not good enough. It's suicide is the what you would call the result or the answer to ending the voices, answer, quote unquote answer to ending the voices. And so because you want the voices to stop, you're like, better me just drop
Ain't
out.
it all?
And we're here to encourage you. Reach out to someone. Reach out to your
Reach
friends, your
out and
family.
touch
The suicide line, they're
somebody's hand.
always available to help.
This world a better place.
Yes.
You remember that song there?
No,
From
I
you
don't.
remember that?
No.
You remember that program on TV? Reach out and
Was
touch.
it Rise? Something Rise?
Something like that. With
Something
one lady,
Rise.
what she name?
Carolyn Brown.
Yes, one Caroline. Reach
Yeah.
out and touch
I miss
somebody's
that show
hand.
though. Yeah.
Make this world a better place.
Hmm.
Riverboat shy,
Yeah.
if you can.
Hmm.
And we just want to say, because we have to stop that now, you know. We
Yeah.
stop that now for true. That we are here.
Hmm.
Jamaica is here. There are numbers to call. We're gonna put them on the screen. Look, we're gonna put them somewhere. They're gonna be edited
Right on
in.
the screen.
Um, but we are here and we're gonna talk some more. I hope so.
Until next time, see you. Voices of Tomorrow, Youth Matters.